welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm super excited to finally pull the new Bianca skin, man, because like, just look at it, dude. This thing is freaking beautiful, man. I just love it, dude. I haven't seen this animation, dude.
This is where I was abandoned when I was born. Where my dream came to an end.
Yo!
But flowers and sunlight have given this place new memories.
Hey, yo!
And when you're here, I can't help but wonder how nice it'd be if time would stop.
Bro! Dude! They went all
So that
out
the
with this
I
one,
miss
dude.
could stay here. In this moment.
Bro, they went all out with this skin, man. Bro. They went all out, dude. I won't lie to you. That was crazy. That was a good animation. I did not expect that. Bro, I can see why this skin was so hyped up, man. Bro. This is so good, dude. That entry animation was so good, man. Anyways, yeah, I'm just super excited to dive into the skin, man. Like, this skin is honestly one of her best skins. I won't lie. Honestly, probably one of her best skins. I love it. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive in and do some polls. Yeah, let's redeem the black cards and let's do it. Okay, come on. Okay, purples, cool. Okay, first tempo is a nud, is a dud, cool. Alright, it's a dud, okay. Let's go. Oh, is it 5-star? I think that's a 5-star, pretty sure. Let's see what it is. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take the polls. Okay, nice. Temple. I'll take it. Let's go. Okay, another dud. Okay. Am I really gonna have to go to pity? Please, not today. Not again. Oh? Is that a 5-star? Or is that a 6-star? Is that another 5-star? Okay, weapon USB, okay. Okay, I'll take the weapon USB. Alright. Okay. Oh boy. Let's go. Nada, okay. Ah, man. This plane is suffering, but I did get pity for the weapon. Okay. Weapon coding. Oh, boy. Come on. Oh, I think that's a 5-star. I'm not sure. Hopefully we don't have to go all the way to pity, man. Because that would be pain. Ooh, weapon ticket. Okay. I'll take it. It'll help for the next patch. I can tell that. At least next weapon I pull. Oh, this is gonna be pain. Alright, let's go. Come on. Nothing. Okay. Oh, this is just suffering, dude. Oh, the, Oh, it's the, it's the... Oh! I didn't have to go to pity. At least I don't think I did. What is it? Come on. Let's see what it is. Hey! It's coding! Let's go!
That guides others. I still take honor in exploring the essence of darkness.
Dude, let's go. That's a beautiful ass coding, I won't lie. Okay. I'll change it later. Let's see if I have to go completely to pity. Oh boy. Yep, it looks like I am, boys. Looks like we're pity gang, boys. Looks like we're pity gang to get everything, boys. Omega pain, but yeah. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Yep, it's over, boys. It's over. It's Jover. But okay. At least we got in the end. So I'm happy. Yeah, let's change it, dude. Let's do it. Bro, this is great stuff, man. Great stuff. Alright, let's put it on her. I've been waiting for this coding, I won't lie. That's why I skipped her first coding that she came out with. Because I'll be honest, I like this coding more. Yeah, dude, just look at that. That's beautiful, dude. Oh, I love her idle animation too, dude. Alright, let's add her to the rotation.
Forest guards.
Oh, we should also change up the background too. Oh, dude.
In the path.
Oh, yo, that looks amazing, dude.
Even if I cannot become the light that guides others, I still take honor in exploring the essence of darkness.
Yo. Hold on. Let's get some stuff. Because I need to do that. Yeah, let's get her up to as much as we can. Alright, let's go.
Oh, what shall I give to Commandant? Oh, don't worry. I was just thinking about what kind of present you would possibly like. It's more interesting than I thought.
Bro. This skin looks great, dude.
This is where I was abandoned when I was born. Where my dream came to an end. But flowers and sunlight have given this place new memories. And when you're here, I can't help but wonder how nice it'd be if time would stop.
Bro. This thing is awesome, dude. And the music along with it too just feels so right.
So that the one I miss promise to
Oh,
stay
dude.
here in this moment.
Bro, this shit was amazing, dude.
My Commandant, please forgive my rudeness. I didn't realize you were already here.
Yo.
When you weren't here, I could see that dream again. The one woven together from the data left behind. Its ending is changing, little by little. Sometimes, it doesn't end at the church. And sometimes, the renegades aren't the enemies. The only thing that never changes is that I always end up finding you. Perhaps that isn't what's calculated, but what I want.
Yo, dude. Why are you making me fall in love with Bianca, bro? Fuck.
You have worked hard enough today. Please, take time to rest. That's my suggestion. And it can also be an order if necessary. In an environment full of unknowns, the slightest ignorance could be fatal. But I guess you're tired of such advice. It's okay. You can take some time off. I will keep it a secret.
Bro! God, man! Fuck! God!
You have come.
Why, dude?
How long have you been waiting? I don't see a need to make a record. Because I believe that you will eventually come back.
Oh, man.
Even if I cannot become the light. If only I could have met you earlier. Faith. Commandant, it is very childish to attract someone's attention in this way.
Bro. Yo, dude.
This is where I was.
Bro, this is,
Great.
Bro, this skin is just great stuff, man. Fuck. Man, they really hit it out with this skin this time, man. With this gotcha skin, dude. Anyways. Yeah. Ah, dude. This skin is brilliant. Magnifico. Just bravo, man. Bravo, Kuro. You know what you're doing with this skin, man. Anyways, that said, let's get back to the main story and see where Alpha and this whole thing will go. So yeah, choices. General Staff Conference Room, Babylonia. Nicola pushes open the door and asks his question directly. How's the situation? Damage was minimal. Lucia stopped operating after she cut off her energy core herself. Who knows about this? Noctis Kyrios was cautious, taking care of the injury alone and staying put instead of requesting help from other camps. The report was uploaded to the General Staff's encrypted channel, which Noctis Kyrios has never used before this. I intercepted the report with my clearance because it seemed too conspicuous. Currently, this information is contained, at least on Babylonia. Sounds like a secret signal Noctis Kyrios purposely sent to you. Perhaps. The Grey Raven Commandant is smart and knows full well what the effect of this action is. I'm not surprised by what Noctis Kyrios did, however, surprised me, Wells. What made you break the rule to protect them? I didn't break any rules. I have always prioritized access to crucial intel as the general. Noctis Kyrios is like a magnet for trouble. I just chose to handle it in a way that caused least chaos. We've been confronted by something new every second, says the Hetero Tower. It is the General Staff's job to analyze the situation and come up with a conclusion. Unprocessed information will only cause panic among the people. President Hassan or even you would have done the same if you were in my seat. I'm just trying to remind you not to show favoritism just because you approve of a certain person or squad. Both the General Staff and the military are responsible for Babylonia's front on this war. We must remain rational at all times. Hearing that, Wells effectively reaches for the pocket in his jacket where a badge of Silverhawk lies quietly. What? Nothing. You don't have to worry about what you said earlier. The General Staff's duty is to come up with a proper plan. My personal feelings will not influence that. That said, never treat our fighters as leverages we can trade away. They're not expendable. That isn't rational either. That is trading your humanity for ease. A beast absent of humanity will become prey one day. Are you still? Forget it. Nicola turns silent before changing the subject. How long before Hassan arrives? I informed him already. The Parliament is further away from the General Staff. Oh, so he should be. No, he's arrived. Hey, Flavia. How are you? Good. How is everything? I'm good. You? The door opens once more, and Hassan enters the room, looking tired. His furrowed brows do nothing to hide the worries and stress he is feeling. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's good to hear you're doing well. And I hope you keep doing well in the future as well. He nods at Nicola before turning to Wells. I've learned about the general situation already. Any more detailed records? The tactical terminal of Noctis Kyrios recorded the whole process. It's all documented in the uploaded report. Wells presses the play button, and the shaky footage appears before the three of them. Take a look first. This is why I called you both here. We didn't encounter any concentrated source before this. We didn't come into contact with any Ascendant either. I'm requesting the Science Council's assistance. That's all. Yeah, appreciate it. Also appreciate it. I appreciate the question also as well, Flavia Ridge. As well. The brief footage ends after the summary. The Ray Raven Captain Lucia was seemingly infected and wounded her commandant. Either of those would have landed her on the high priority list of the Purifying Force. But given how sudden and strange this turn of events is, the decision makers must not handle this hastily and ignore the real problem. Has anything similar happened to the other constructs before, Wells? Sure, but only to constructs carrying out special missions who couldn't retreat from a heavily infected area in the time. According to location data of Noctis Kyrios, Kuro Raven was never near the edge of the clean zone. Where the concentration level of punishing virus is extremely low, making this highly improbable. The other possibility is a case like Known, who has found a way to control it. The report of Noctis Kyrios doesn't show any trace of ascendance near Lucia. Now, whether or not the mind beacon of Noctis Kyrios is corrupted. Remembering the people who are still under treatment, Hassan shakes his head. Noctis Kyrios was one of the earliest people who left the hospital. Given the history of Noctis Kyrios, they did twice the checkups on his commandant. And Lucia was the one who showed signs of infection first. It's highly unlikely that the mind beacon of Noctis was infected in the first place. I agree. This is bad. This is getting spicy. None of us are surgeons of constructs from the Star of Life or experts of the mind from the Science Council. We won't find the truth just by talking among ourselves. Still, we need a hypothesis based on facts before we decide how to proceed. I'll cut to the chase then. Let's assume Lucia's mind was the source of the problem. What makes you so certain? Your instinct? Noctis might be an excellent commandant, but there's nothing special or strange about Noctis. Meanwhile, Lucia, don't forget that her mind has always been an uncertainty. Okay, Nicola, you didn't have to say it like that, but okay. The mind backup. She might be our most successful attempt, but she is also our only successful attempt. Of course, it's possible that Ascendants or hetero creatures suddenly obtain the ability to corrupt constructs from an incredible distance. But if that's true, we won't have to bother with the reclamation of Earth. Donning the first specialized frame being the only success of the mind backup procedure. Diving into the deep mind of an Ascendant. Grey Raven is special, and Lucia most of all. You're not mentioning all these just to form a basis for discussion, are you, Nicola? I'm not. I'm suggesting recalling Grey Raven and sending Noctis to the military for supervision and questioning. You want to put Noctis in the military's care so that Kuro can imprison the commandant in the name of observation again? You must have eliminated many uncontrollable factors if you can make a guarantee like that. What I did is no different from what you've been doing lately. I just started earlier. They've seen through this facade of our opposition already. There's no reason to keep it up. Kuro might have a powerful presence in the military, but I was sitting idly by and doing nothing. Their tentacles can no longer reach as far as they once did. Nicholas says nonchalantly. What are you planning to do to Lucia? Oh? I can make as many excuses as needed if the Science Council can fix what's happening to her. The people who participated in that mind operation are in the same boat as us. However, if the Science Council can't do anything about her condition... Nicola falls silent briefly as blood-soaked memories flash in his mind. In the end, the steel-like coldness triumphs. Extermination. Let her fade from view as a hero. Under no circumstances can she fall into Kurono's hands. Hey, yo? That's a bit harsh, Nicola. Nicola utters those cruel words without hesitation. The impact on the morale of the military and the people is too great, whether we claim that she has retired or died on the battlefield. Everything involving her affects how much people trust us since we crowned her our hero. That's the worst case scenario, obviously, but we are the people who have to prepare for the worst case scenarios. If it happens, we have to find a way to survive the storm with the least damage taken. It will only drive our fighters into despair. Even if Grey Raven can't live to see victory, what can we promise them? Even at the risk of her becoming an Ascendant or defecting? We can plant a new flag if it's fallen, but if our enemies get a hold of it, the nature of the situation will be completely changed. We still need this flag to maintain the Parliament's credibility, otherwise none of us can hold on to our posts before an anxious crowd. There's some things we can only accomplish in our current positions. We have to preserve this flag no matter what. The military also has a line we can't cross. I must do everything I can to minimize the risk above that line. This dam hasn't already cracked from mutiny. I can't risk total disorder for one elite squad. Not to mention that Kuro won't let go of this window of opportunity, regardless of whatever personal feelings we have. They're bloodthirsty sharks, and a single drop of blood will catch their attention. If Lucia's infection cannot be reverted, keeping her is just giving Kuro more ammo. We're both trying to find each other's weaknesses, and you're willing to offer them a knife? Seeing how tense the situation is, Wells interferes. You can argue all you want, but we have to make our decision based on the Science Council's analysis of Lucia. How do you plan on to do that? Do you want to bring Lucia and Noctis Kyrios back to Babylonia? No, that will tip Kuro off immediately. We'll let the Science Council perform a remote examination on the transport craft. You willing to do something this convoluted? Will the Science Council even agree to it? This has always concerned more than just the military. The Science Council has the responsibility to deal with the aftermath. We are all in the same boat. But don't count me in. I didn't know back then. You can't be excusing yourself at this point, right, General? Of course. General Staff will do our best to minimize the impact. Ayo, okay. Alright, let's go. Win-win. Sensing a faint tremble beneath your feet, you see the snowstorm before you. You are walking on clouds. Where am I? That is the first question in your mind. Unlike the ice field of the AREU, there is a brown soil and green sprouts here. This is not the North Pole. White Mountain Range casts a shadow in the valley. It looks like a wall built at the end of the world or the entrance to the dreamland. Why are you here? You're bewildered by the unknown landscape. Searching aimlessly, you see nothing but infinite white. Perhaps you should head further down? Right then, you step onto nothing. The sense of weightlessness overwhelms you, and your field of view drops. You finally understand what you are seeing. In the black where the sun does not shine are black cliffs standing above a field of snow. They look like intersecting castles, watchtowers, and monsters hidden in the shadows. Looking further ahead, there's a dark fort in the distance where the mountains are exposed. That is where you need to go. You are certain of it. You start heading toward it, but right before you take your first step, you raise a third question. Who am I? You. Yeah? The question is like a slap in the face, pulling you out of the chaos. Yo. You sit up abruptly, and the wet object on your forehead slides down. Ah. The person beside you is seemingly startled and lets out a muted scream. A towel? Looking at the wet towel on you and recalling the voice you'd heard, you start to find your bearings. Liv? How are you feeling, Commandant? Sitting beside you, she hands you a glass of water, only to then do you realize you are feeling quite thirsty. As the water goes down your throat, you begin to remember what happened last night. After you took care of Lucia and sent your report to the General Staff through the encrypted channel, you took a painkiller and fell asleep. Your roughly wrapped wound has now been professionally dressed. Seeing the open medical kit nearby, you are certain what has occurred. I'm okay. Just stomach ache. That would be the side effects of the painkiller. You should take less in the future, Commandant. There's a special occasion. Liv refills your empty glass with warm water. As the warmth enters your body, the pain also diminishes. Did the commander send you? Lee is also here. He's guiding the medical transport craft to your location. Medical transport craft? Yeah, I heard they're planning to perform a remote operation on it. What happened, Commandant? Liv closes and clutches her hands, resting them uneasily upon her knees and looking worried. What happened to Lucia? When I cleaned your wounds, I found out that... Liv bites her lips, seemingly unable to believe what she has verified over and over again. What did Commander Nicola tell you? Our mission just said Lucia was unable to operate at the moment, so Lee and I were sent to support you after our inspections. Strangely, Celica implored us to trust your judgment once we arrived on the surface. Okay. That is an oddly unnecessary reminder. Grey Raven is not a squad of rookies that lacks teamwork, and Lee and Liv are not troublemakers. Those words seem to be meant for you instead of them. I mean, that makes sense considering our track record. Makes sense considering we're always getting into trouble. My judgment is it... When Lee's done, I'll... Oh, that sounds bad. Oh boy, that sounds real bad. Before you can finish, an alarm goes off in the temporary camp. Incoming corrupted. How can there be this many of them? We can't let them impact the transport craft. The terminal also marks out where most of the corrupted are attacking from. Liv, head to this fighting position. I'll handle this end. Lee. Lee pinpoints the location you were going to send him right as your comms connects. I'm heading there, right? I can always count on you, Lee. Lee smiles non-committedly before donning his usual serious expression. My composite armaments can hit enemies from an extremely long distance, so don't hesitate to ask for my help. Don't complain about me exploiting you afterward. I'll go to my position. Commandant, Liz wants to dissuade you at first, but she decides to leave you a reminder in the end. Stay safe. Don't overexert yourself. I will. My comms will be open. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Temporary shelter. Yo? Hey, yo? What? Yo, we playing Call of Duty now? What the hell? What, we playing COD now? What? Bro, what? What is this? Call of Duty now? Bro, what? I did not expect it to be this chapter. What the hell? Yo, rapid fire? Let's go. Okay. Was not expecting this. This is epic, dude. This is epic, man. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Man, this is crazy, dude. Did not expect to see first-person shooter this early in PGR. Thought it was coming in later chapters, but okay. Not again. Focus, does that mean... Command is down to half mag. How are you holding up, Lee? Don't worry, I can take care of myself. How long until the transport craft arrives? Roughly 5 minutes. 5 minutes, Commandant. Leave the mid-range enemies to me. You can handle those in... I can help too. Those guns got charged. I'll cover your flanks. Yo, let's go. Hey, let's go. Man, that was fun. That was really good. I really enjoyed it. Was not expecting it. Your bullets puncture the frail joints of the corrupted accurately. You're not trying to take them down, but slow their advance. Lee! Copy. You've intentionally led the corrupted into one place, taking advantage of their predatory instincts. Their slow movement means there is enough time for you to get to safety. An ion beam arrives from afar, hitting the corrupted group in the center and decimating them in a wave of blue flame. You load a new magazine into your pistol, chambering it around and cocking the gun. The pistol slide springs back with a sharp click, ready to fire the next bullet. This is your last magazine against an endless wave of corrupted that is still charging toward you. Your wound is bleeding again, weighing down the bandages. You still have to hold on a little bit longer. You open fire while trying to come up with a plan. Skills and tactics are negligible at this point, considering the difference in numbers and armament. There isn't another way. Although you are fighting side by side with constructs, commandants often require their protection in battles. With a sharp ping from the gun's hammer, you fire your last bullet. You realize how powerless you really are at this moment. As contracts become more and more powerful, a human's frailty becomes the weak link of the team. You can hear Lee and Liv responding to your call for help in your comms. You must hold on for a little longer. Yo, what? The rotting vocal modules of the corrupted make an unintelligible sound, like a beast's growl before its hunt. Yo. Ascend. Evolve. Who's there? After laying on a snow mountain near Fort Winter, Alpha's been haunted by an unshakable feeling of being watched. It's that noise again. No, this is a little different. Unable to gauge what it is, Alpha continues onward, trudging through the snow and parting the trees until her vision clears up. Yo. You can see the tower even from here? Staying in an empty field, Alpha can see the blue spiral tower behind layers of mountains. A breeze lifts the hair that covers her left eye, and the image of the spiral tower is branded into her grayed iris. Her damaged vision module is suddenly filled with a horrifying red. The intense sensation makes Alpha drop to her knees. Suppress, eliminate, accept, dominate, transform, filter. The noise in her audio module is slowly replaced by the overlapping chant. The vital fluid dripping from her left eye is leaving black scorch marks on the ground. Ascend, evolve. Corrupted? Alpha has no idea when the corrupted surrounded her. She does not even bother to check if they are real or not. Devour, dominate. They are like vultures hovering above, hoping to share the dying lion. Punishing virus gathers around Alpha, burning her painfully. Punishing virus converted by the Denver Hetero Tower never truly disappeared. Instead, they use this opportunity to locate the Ascendants, providing them with nutrients to evolve, or devouring them whole. The vital fluid leaking from her eyes slowly becomes a blackish tar. Flickering, murky blocks of color cover her whole body like a malfunctioning monitor. The corrosion is burning her whole body, and anger that does not belong to her fills her mind. Her clothes, her blade, even her frame are being deconstructed and reconstructed, like the river Styx that Achilles bathed in. The highly concentrated and punishing virus envelops Alpha completely, transforming her frame while corrupting her spirit. This time, there's no Tethys to pull her back. Yo? Seeing its motionless prey, one of the carrion-eating vultures that can no longer express its hunger and leap towards the target. But a mud-coated hand snatches its head instead, crushing it into a ball in an instant. Yo? The figure in dirt stands up, tossing away the corpse in her hand. Oh, yo? What the hell? Yo, what? Facing a tidal wave of corrupted, the person who has fallen into the abyss sneers. Yo, what? Two figures are sitting opposite each other inside an old underground casino. Hey, yo! Oh, yo! Vonnegut and Lilith, hey, yo! The smiling woman gently places her finger on a stack of spread cards. Do you want me to hit it, Vonnegut? The man opposite her nods. This was a private underground casino during the Golden Age. The spacious venue and the $1 million poker chips speak to its glorious past. Nowadays, it is a ruin with debris piling on the floor. Poker chips that were once valuable scatter everywhere, while decorated machines are smashed into pieces. It took Lilith quite a while to find 2 intact chairs. The man in a mask stares at the cards on the table without flipping them over, seemingly not caring if his hand is good or bad. Lilith pushes a card to her opponent before taking one herself. Are you sure you don't want to take a look at your hand, Vonnegut? The unknown is part of the joy of a gamble. Are you planning to leave everything to luck, or... Luck is just a part of it. Is that what you've been meaning to ask? I can never hide anything from you. I don't get it. Babylonia's purifying force is getting close to the truth. We let the Forsaken discover the list of names just in time. They're going to find out the exact location of Fort Winter. Are you sure it's a good idea to let them take the research institute? Isn't Chrono still working with us? Yo? Yo, what? Although... Bro, what? Chrono is working with the Ascendants? Bro, what? Okay, I think I should have expected this, but bro, that's still surprising. That they're really stooping this low. Anyways. Information is only useful if it's delivered to where it should be. The information in Fort Winter is meaningless to me now. This is the best time to play this card. Why does it have to be now? Morality only concerns humans after basic survival is guaranteed. A new world needs to bury these people in the graves of the past. Humans get their justice and I get what I want. This is a win-win situation that benefits everyone. Stopping them from their victory will only incite a fiercer resistance. This isn't a zero-sum game. We just need to win more every time. That's why I won't hold you responsible for leading Alpha to the Chrono forces that were after Lucia. Lilith's grip tightens reflexively, slightly bending the cards. I didn't know, I just wanted her to owe me one. Silence brews in the dark room. Lilith sits straight without realizing it, while the man on the other side still looks relaxed and calm. Right then, a small figure appears at the door. Oh, Cinderella. Okay. Been a while since we've seen her. Lilith, it is ready. Thank you so much, Cinderella. Do you want me to bring you anything back? Okay. Playable when guy. Kuro. Lilith playable when guy. Lilith playable when, Kuro. Lilith playable when. For example, news on Kaguya Kurono? That's not necessary. Mother is all I need. Go, confirm her status. Whether she is devoured or becomes the Ascension Network's sharpest blade, or gives in and accepts the Ascension Network's gift. It is our duty to know. Vonnegut pushes his unrevealed cards back to the stack. This is your final trial. Heyo, let's go. Okay. That was some spicy information from this chapter. From that portion of the chapter. I won't lie. Real spicy. Like how Kurono is still working with the Ascendants? Like, bro. Did not expect that. Interwoven fate. Ion beams and lasers strike from afar, giving a small breathing room. Still, your line of defense keeps retreating backward without Lucia's support. This unusual ambush has caught you all by surprise, suffocating you like a tightening net. That is when you hear an unfamiliar voice in your ear. This is Discord from the Purifying Force. The proto-power armor is ready to launch. Please stay away from the landing area. Power armor? You have only read about them in textbooks. A suit of power armor fully covers the wearer's body and requires an assistant AI to function. Ayo? Basically a mech suit? Yeah. With the punching virus ravaging the world, an AI like this is more likely to be the murderer of its wearer instead of the assistant. Wait, no, not a mech suit. Ayo, is this like Mjolnir armor? Yeah. This is why commandants on the front line are only equipped with simple exoskeletons instead of power armor. The spot crate lies on the ground, pushing the surrounding corrupted back. Hey! You open the lid and fly into black armor inside. Liv, cover fire! On it! Both Lee and Liv have apparently received the same message. Blue and white beams fire alternately, buying you time to put on the armor. When equipping this simple exoskeleton on you, you open the back of the armor with your access. Entering it, you hear the mechanisms behind you activate and close, and you are fully encased. Identifying Commandant Clearance. Identified. Pairing with Commandant Noctis Kyrios. Communication access activated. Entry access activated. Analysis circuit activated. Power enhancement module unlocked. Weapon module unlocked. You regain your vision after a brief moment of darkness, and you can hear a cold voice in your ears. Low concentration and punishing virus detected. Initiating proto-omega filter. Dear user, please issue your commands. Yo! Hey, it's the Master Chief armor. Let's go! Yo, this armor looks sick. Hey! We're finally Giga Chad Master Chief. Let's go. Dude, this design looks amazing, dude. I love it. I love that this design looks epic and cool as hell, man. I love it. And the armor looks cool. The armor actually looks logical. And I love that. This looks amazing. Mark the locations of the corrupted. Tactical interface opened. All the corrupted before you are instantly tagged. Even the ones that are hidden from your field of view are marked with bright red outlines. Agreed, Guardian Soulblade. Agreed. Agreed, Guardian Soulblade. Agreed. Quickly browsing the list of available weapons, you take out the energy pistol by your thigh. Energy pistol armed. Initiating recoil absorption program. The spring in your fan brace shifts slightly, supporting your optimal firing position. You're surprised to find the armor knowing your shooting habits. You see a blinding muzzle flash, but you do not feel any recoil at all. The energy beam pierces the core of a corrupted, taking it out in one shot. Aim, fire, aim, fire. The power armor leaves behind heavy footprints as you advance, one step at a time. The fragile body can finally contribute to your real battle. You no longer need to watch your teammates fight from the sidelines. Humanity's technological advance is finally changing the shape of this war. Let's go! The medical transport craft lifts off again, blocking the sun and casting a shadow where the three of you stand. After eliminating the remaining corrupted, the medical transport craft successfully lands near your temporary camp. The sleeping Lucia is placed inside a quarantine chamber in the transport craft, while Grey Raven and you are informed of a new mission. I didn't receive any deployment from the dispatching center. Oh, yo. Discord. So this is Discord, huh? Yeah, agreed, Guardian Soulblade, agreed. It's unfortunate that some people that hit skip will miss this kind of design in like NPCs and like all these cool NPCs, characters, and like designs and all that. Cause like alright, see you, Flavia. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Because, like, they'll miss designs like Rachel, Yata, NPC designs, or slash former NPC designs, like... True. Agreed. Like, they'll miss some awesome NPC designs, like Discord right now, that we see right now. Her design looks awesome. Bridget, who was formerly an NPC, who's obviously... no longer who left NPC jail recently. Yeah. And also characters like Yata and like Diana and stuff like that. Cause I'm honestly just waiting for Yata to just be unplayable, dude, cause he looks awesome. I love the whole forearm dynamic that she's got, you know? I really hope that she leaves NPC jail one day. Because Yata's playstyle seems like it would be super fun. Especially with the whole forearm, you know, forearm design that she has. Your mission is to collect field data for the proto-power armor from the Cosmos Technicians Union designed. Due to security concerns, this mission needs to be assigned to you in person. Please confirm your mission and sign the confidentiality agreement here. You can decide the location of your mission, Commandant. Neither Discord's identity, the mission report, nor the electronic signature is fraudulent. They're trying to separate us from Lucia. This is how Chrono operates. Chrono would not have let Grey Raven operate freely. Why is Grey Raven asked to test the new gear at this moment? Is there something you need to see that cannot go through the military? A thought suddenly appears in your head. Lee? Check the confidentiality agreement again. Yo. The analysis of her mind and frame is complete. Still, I recommend bringing her back to Babylonia for a more detailed inspection. If something unusual happens to her on Babylonia, we will all be forced into a passive role, including her. Prison will be the least of her worries. I'm just being cautious as a researcher. It's okay, give us your findings. Oh yeah, Asimov's back! Good to see Asimov again. It's good to see Asimov again, man. I feel like it's been a hot minute since we've seen Asimov. Alright, but the situation is complicated. Operating remotely means I can only offer my guesses based on the limited things I've found. Asimov adjusts the position of the terminal to better show the graphs. Let's start with the conclusion. Lucia's infection happened because her frame's data was transforming to its original form, the data from Alpha's frame. In a sense, she's transforming to Ascendant. That's why the Plume frame is starting to absorb the punishing virus. Oh. Okay. As if dropping a massive stone into the water, Asimov's words stir up a tidal wave within Nicola and Hassan. They have considered many possibilities, but what Asimov said is still beyond what they imagined. Although Plume's data originated from the Ascendant Alpha, much data was altered during its development. Yeah, agreed. Agreed, Guardian Soulblade, agreed. We made those changes because we wanted to protect its user, but also because we couldn't reproduce and recover parts of the original data. These parts of the data could be affected by factors we haven't found. Comparing Plume's early data with the original data and the one we just collected, one thing we can be certain is that the altered data is attempting to transform back to its original form. That was the reason why Noctis Kyrios appeared to have a mind beacon corruption during the connection. Also, Lucia's Ender device is constantly receiving signals from a signal source. Our early estimate is that these signals are related to the changes in the Plume frame, and they're affecting Lucia's mind. Is there no way to block these signals? The signals are transmitted in a similar way to electromagnetic radiation of the Hetero Tower. We can't block them completely with existing technologies. We couldn't even find out that her Inver device was receiving some sort of signal if we didn't compare the data against the past records of electromagnetic radiation. If I remember correctly, Hyperreal is completely immune to punishing virus, isn't it? Can we use that technology on Lucia? Hyperreal's immunity comes from the Omega weapon installed within the frame. But the Omega weapon is not an ordinary device. To install it inside of Plume would be just as difficult as designing an all-new frame for Lucia. Oh. Besides, the root cause of Lucia's problems come from the change in frame parameters. The absorption of punishing virus is but a side product. It wouldn't fix the problem in her mind either. Do you have a solution then? There are two. The first is to completely remove the Inver device. I did some testings. After turning off the Inver device completely, the parameters of the mind of Plume no longer had abnormal fluctuations. Which means if we remove Lucia's Inver device, the signal receiver problem will disappear. But that will make her completely vulnerable to the punishing virus. She won't be able to undertake any more combat missions. I see. If you don't want to go down that path, we will have to turn off the signal. The second solution is to completely destroy the source of the signals. Asimov opens a map. While we haven't deciphered the method of transmission, we can locate the approximate range of the source. He zooms into a particular region and draws a circle. So this is where the signals come from. Somewhere around this region. If we can get a little closer, we can better locate the exact position, its exact position through Lucia. Oh wow, okay. What impact will it have on her? Based on the data collected so far, as Lucia approaches the source, signal strength will also increase, leading to an increased receiving power. Hey, oh, okay. I can add a blocker to her Android device through the remote operation. It won't block the signals completely, but it can at least alleviate her symptoms. Hey, Giga Chad Asimov. We just need to destroy the signal source during this time. Do you have any idea what this source is exactly? The data isn't available data isn't enough for us to find out its actual shape or form. That is to say, the source can be something totally unknown. Maybe it doesn't even have a physical form that can be destroyed. Will this signal impact other specialized frames? There isn't sufficient evidence. Asimov hesitates for a while before speaking again. This is just my hypothesis. There isn't enough evidence to support it. So far, Lucia is the only one displaying these symptoms, because her frame data and mind bottom structure both come from the same provider. While other specialized frames were also developed from the data of Ascendants and Agents, they had different mind bottom structures. That is why specialized frames must be adjusted first before constructs can use them. Okay. Which leads me to suspect the signal source can possibly be Alpha's mind activities. Oh. So they're technically linked, kind of. Oh, so their minds are technically linked. Okay. Possibly. Why can't you be sure of that? We should be able to compare it against the sample of Alpha's mind activities. I already did. The signal waves didn't fully overlap. The data is out of date. The chance of mind signals changing is quite low, but it is not zero. Maybe we'll meet more than just Ascendants here. Ever since Asimov marked the approximate location of the signal source, Nicola has been looking at his terminal, trying to confirm something. Remember the Scarlet Revelation members who went missing? From what I remember, the Purifying Force was investigating it and found Chrono's Project Winter, and Ascendants were behind their disappearance. Is that right? Those believers were originally placed in the Forsaken camp. The Forsakens had also been searching for them after they were gone. Not long ago, we received an important message from Watanabe. It contained some information regarding the handover of those kidnapped believers. The Forsakens proposed a joint operation to find out what was going on. The Purifying Force set up a trap to capture a few suspects involved in the handover. With the information from undercover agents, we managed to deduce a few locations. And Asimov just circled one of them. I don't think they would do something so high profile. Which means if they're the reason for Lucia's problem, something must have gone out of their control. That's good news to us. The more they are preoccupied, the more weaknesses they will expose. Are you planning to use Lucia to find out the signal source? That's right. Whether this source comes from Ascendants or Corona's out-of-control research, it's worth finding out. Yo, okay. Okay. Things are getting real spicy behind the scenes. Their determination. Let's go. Understood. I will change the cruising direction right now. As for her condition, Discord looks back at the girl sleeping in the isolation pod to check her condition before answering Nicola. So far so good. Her weapon has already been disarmed. I will work with Asimov to install her blocker. Understood. I will do my best. After Nicola hangs up, Discord looks at the fully armed members around her and lets out a briefly noticeable sigh. Even Grey Raven can be abandoned when there is a need. What do we do next, Captain? We have a new destination, so we need to adjust our route. Turn on the Omega purification system. Power up the operation cabin and connect to the remote operating table. Hold on. Hold on, I think I just noticed. Is Discord supposed to be the replacement for Chico? Because I know Chico died in Across the Ruined Sea. So is Discord technically supposed to be beyond Chico's replacement? Yo. If so, yo. The shuttle slightly trembles as it starts heading to new coordinates. Lucius pushed into the operating cabin. I'll start installing a blocker now. Keep the shuttle steady. We've entered the destination airspace. No suspicious target found so far. Has the accuracy of the coordinates been updated? We're updating them right now. The Science Council's locating system needs some time to calculate. Oh boy, that ain't good. An alarm suddenly goes off inside the cabin. What's going on? We've been locked on by anti-air missiles. How did they find us? The shuttle has been the most advanced stealth coating. Is it from the surface? No, it comes from the air. It's from an unidentified fighter aircraft. The entire cabin is lighted up by the red flashing alarm. Ear-splitting noises fill up the space. Let's get landed first. The shuttle's not armed. There's no time. We must survive this wave first. Describe something. The pilot slams the button. Lots of metal foils are launched from the shuttle's tail, glowing in the sky like fireworks. He then pulls up the control stick, trying to lift the shuttle up. A loud explosion is shaking the cabin. Brace yourself, another wave is coming! More foils were launched, but this time everybody heard something cracking after the explosion. Left wing damage! The fuel is leaking! We're going down! The pilot tries his best to control his shuttle, preventing it from trembling. Everybody, evacuate the shuttle! Go into the escape pod! What about her? The escape pods can only fit one. Put her in a pod for now. We'll look for her after landing. Shall we wake her up then? Turn on delayed awakening. The Science Council said as long as the blocker was working properly, waking her up wouldn't have much impact on the symptoms. Roger. Discord hesitates for a moment and adds, put her weapons inside too. Hurry up, I don't have much chaff left. Everyone get into the cabin now. Prepare to eject. Yo? She wanders in the empty darkness, with nothing to refer to. She cannot even tell the directions. Is this a dream, or is the chaos in her mind? Unable to find an answer, she can only take futile steps toward where front might be. As she walks, the bubbles of memories begin to ripple. Yeah? Oh, is this Alpha's memories? Crying in the rain, holding her sister, deceived by the fake ghost on the Frostland. Oh. Are these both of her memories? Okay. Fought hard on the observatory of Kowloon. Saved the white bird from falling on the roof of the church. Betrayed by many. Loved by many. Disgusted by how despicable and greedy people could be. Touched by the beauty of humanity in the apocalypse. Like the matches held by a little girl, the warm memories only lingered for a short moment in the chilling darkness. When she reaches the end of the intersecting memories, she finally stops. Where to go now? What to do now? Yeah. The world is already beyond redemption. Why don't you just live an easy life instead of finding ways to change it? Then why do you look so sad when you occasionally gaze at the ocean? Oh. We all long for a home. Even the sturdiest ship will need a harbor. Even the strongest heart will need to feel warmth. Home, but I have no place to go back to. Yo. Bloodstained memories suddenly come back to her. She has done something irreversible. It has nothing to do with whether that person will forgive her or not. She has violated the unquestionable laws. That person told her not to lose, but she has already lost everything the moment her blade touched blood. Yo. There's only one thing she can do. Leave. Leave forever. No! Oh no, don't do that. Isn't it too pessimistic to think you're alone? As long as you still have a place with people waiting for you, that place is your home. You fought for so long. You fought for so long, too long. It's time to rest. You can have a rest. But there are many things she has yet to complete. You can leave everything behind and come over. I've always been waiting for you. Oh, it's been a hot minute since we've seen Roland and Luna, man. It's been a hot minute. Just leave the rest to us. Sister. Lucia. No. Oh. Oh, they're having the same dream. Okay. I couldn't do anything to help Luna, but the Ascension Network will never be my home. I never leave everything to others. My home is Grey Raven. I will never break it apart or betray what I believe in. Even faced with endless battles or not fear them, I will fight on. Because we both have promised. Because we both have the same goal. To restore the world to its original shape. To bring new changes to this world. I will witness the future myself. System rebooting. Yo, let's go. Reboot complete. Consciousness Lucia online. Let's go. Lucia opens her eyes again. Apart from a few indicators, the cabin is completely dark. She fumbles around and finally finds the button. The cabin door drops to the ground, letting chilling wind and snow in. Lucia looks back at the escape pod and finds her equipment and comms device inside. The equipment is still here, but someone seems to have added something to the inverter device. The comms device has no signal? For them to use an escape pod like this, was there an accident? Lucia examines the slightly deformed escape pod. She realizes the transmitter used to send distress signals was not activated. Does that mean the enemy is not corrupted or Hedo creature? The escape pod's transmitter was manually disabled before launch. Whoever did this was probably trying to avoid being detected, unless there was a malfunctioning during landing. After a few more failed attempts, Lucia turns on her terminal and finds an unread message. This message is for Lucia. Lucia, our mission target. I am Discord, a member of the Purifying Force. If you're reading this message, you have already been separated from the escort team. Based on the backup plan provided by the HQ, I hereby giving you the following mission. What is happening to your frame is related to a source that you keep receiving signals from. If you find yourself lost and are unable to regroup with us, please locate the signal source. To self-rescue, you must attempt to destroy it. The source of that signal, it must be Alpha. Lucia is quite certain after recapping the memories that didn't belong to her during hibernation. Alpha, so this is what you've been fighting against. Lucia gazes through the storm and looks at the mountain peak. If you really think that way. Lucia takes out her terminal and turns on the recorder. This is Lucia from Grey Raven. The following recording is not subject to any form of concern, coercion, or interference. It is entirely of my own volition. Lucia's voice faintly echoes in the snowstorm, like a small solo piece before the finale. That's all. Yo. After recording the message, Lucia puts the terminal back in the escape pod. She grabs the name tags and decides not to put them in. She takes her equipment and walks towards the peak of the deep snow. I must put an end to this. Yo, let's go. When Alpha opens her eyes again, there's no more corrupted nearby. The sludge on her body has also disappeared. Did I make it? Thinking of the chaotic experience in her mind, she looks a little exhausted. She looks at her new frame. The white windbreaker flies in the wind, blending into the snow in the background. A black bandage wraps around her crimson left hand, but it cannot contain the red electricity currently leaking through the gaps. Yo. The more she uses the power of the Ascension Network, the more she will transform toward the direction of its filtering. This is my contradiction. Her mighty power is constrained with an unbreakable shackle. A blade that cannot be seethed will hurt not only others, but also her herself. Grey Raven, huh? She whispers that the name that holds complex meanings to her. Even Grey Raven can be abandoned when necessary. Alpha puts on her poker face again as she recalls the fragments of her memory. They're still trying to exploit the situation for their own good. How foolish. No matter what Grey Raven has accomplished, they're still a pawn. She looks at a figure that slowly walks out of the storm. Alright, let me see what you will choose. Okay. After crossing to the other side from the mountain, Lucia's vision suddenly clears up. Only the sound of the snowstorm can be heard in the vast mountain peak. An expected figure has shown up. Alpha? Alpha has changed a lot from when Lucia remembers. She still recognizes her immediately. I knew you would come. Are you the reason behind my symptoms? You already know the answer. Are you still hoping this is a coincidence? I just had to find out the truth. The Ascension Network is running a new round of filtering. You were incorrectly chosen as a target because our mind has the same root. A new round of filtering? That's none of your business, unless you also want to become an Ascendant. So this won't stop even if I destroy you, right? Correct. Once the filtering is started, the Ascension Network will not stop until there is a result. There is a result. Even if you manage to kill me, you will have to deal with twice the stress. Besides, you will never have a chance. If you ask me, I suggest you go back and spend your final days with Grey Raven. You can stop the filtering, can't you? So you saw my memories through the resonance of my mind. Right, there is a possible solution. Alpha did not deny it. She paused for a while and answered. Yo, Lucia and Alpha team up? Let's go! Let's work together then. Do you even realize what you just said? I see your memories, so I know you want to stop the filtering to go against the Ascension Network. Wait a second, we're enemies. Have you finally decided to give up Babylonia for this path? Lucia grabs the equipment she took from the escape pod. Pushing you completely to the Ascension Network will do us no good. I don't want to help, but I can't help. It doesn't help either. It's our common enemy now. That gives us a foundation for our cooperation. What if I say no? Lucia slowly draws her blade out. It gives a chilling reflection in the wind. Hey, yo? Also, this music, man. Lucia slowly draws her blade out. It gives a chilling reflection in the wind. I'll just do my best to change your mind then. No matter what it takes, I will put an end to this. Hey yo, let's go. I'll go back to Grey Raven and those who are supporting me as Lucia. Seems Grey Raven has become your weakness. It was taken away from you the courage you sacrifice. Sacrifice may be an option, but it will traumatize those who are still living no matter what. I've already hurt that person. Lucia clenches her fist and puts it on her chest. Puts it on her chest, right above the artificial heart. But after going through so many things, I've also learned the feeling of heartache. I'll never let it happen to others again. That's why I promised them that I would safely return. Regardless of what I'll be facing later, be it court-martial, surveillance, or even if it become a research subject. I will end this once and for all, then go back to apologize to Commandant and everyone who is worried about me. Hey, let's go. Yo. This arc go hard, man. This arc go hard. You just never learn. Yeah, let's go. Alpha also unsheaths her blade, striking the same stance as Lucia. I once had expectations for you, hoping that you would unveil a different future for me. Who would have thought that you only became more loyal to humans and ended up a convenient weapon? Why would you do that? How does it benefit you? The lack of trust between us and me can only cooperate temporarily. Hey, a clash of ideals, huh? I can't put all my hope on you. Now that I'm no longer clueless like I used to be, I must take action. You were digging your own grave. Still better than doing nothing, especially when the threat is right in front of me. If you really think that way, show me what you're made of then. I'm also curious to know whether you really can contain this power. Hey, let's go. Ooh, boss fight time. Oh. Okay, not today, Alpha, not today. You ain't getting me with that.
Is this all I have? Take this.
Yeah, agreed. I noticed that too. Let's go.
Raven Flash. Blue, be my blade. Take this. Is this all I have?
God damn it. Oh boy. Not today, Alpha, not today.
Take this. Blue, be my blade.
Yeah, agreed.
Is this all I have?
Yeah. You make a good point there, Guardian Soulblade.
Raven Flash.
God damn it. Almost dead. Oh, cutscene! Yo, cutscene, let's go. Hey, yo, let's go. Yo. Bro, what? Crimson particles gather in Alpha's left hand, linking together her consciousness and Lucia's. The noises in Lucia's mind gradually lowered, along with her level of infection. Were you trying to release your power to find a way to contain it through the battle just now? Did you notice that? We fought so many times, of course I can tell if there's something wrong with you. Stop pretending that you understand me, but you are right. Why did you do that? That's the only way to buy more time. You were right. The Ascension Networker is a common enemy now. If we really fought to the death, that would be just what I wanted. Are you suggesting that this is also part of the filtering, that we can sense each other's whereabouts? What exactly is filtering? Some things can only be understood when you connect to the Ascension Network. Do you want to become an Ascendant? Lucia shakes her head. Then stop asking. Come with me. I accept your offer for now. You can still regret it now. I mean, if anyone sees you with me, your Grey Raven will be in trouble. Yo? It has nothing to do with Commandant and others. I testified before I came here. Ha, relax. This place we are going is still a secret. Maybe they would panic more with that being exposed. Who knows? What exactly have you been investigating? The North Asian Research Institute of Life Science and Evolution. It has another more common name. Fort Winter. It's the most secret lab Chrono is hiding from the world. You will also find the records about Project Winter that you've been tracing. Yo, okay. Things are getting spicy. Man, this chapter is going crazy, dude. This chapter is going crazy, man. I love it. The beginning. Hey. Not as grand as one would imagine, nor does it have any unnecessary decorations. The building just sits quietly in the mountains like a black rock. Is this the North Asian Research Institute of Life Science and Evolution? Yeah, I've seen a couple of them too, but yeah. I'm with you there, Guardian Soulblade. Also, Fort Winter's actual full name is kind of a mouthful, I won't lie. After taking off his eye mask, the male researcher exclaims as he looks at the fortress that blends in perfectly with the surroundings. It is already early spring, but the dark soil is still covered by a thin layer of melting snow. Apart from the fortress built into the rocks, no sign of human civilization could be found nearby. Still, fully armed patrolling guards could be seen between the steel structure. How unimpressive. Hi, I think that fits us well. A well-mannered man walks out from an exit nearby. I heard of this practice called stone gambling. People would spend millions to buy mineral rocks that could possibly contain jadeite inside. Once a deal isn't agreed upon, the seller would cut the stone open. A high-grade jadeite may immediately earn the buyer a huge fortune, but mainly only end up with an ordinary rock with nothing. The gamblers are betting their vision and luck on the stones. But to us, we have no clue how many more attempts it will take for the research to be successful, or whether it will be successful at all. We don't know whether we will get any results before we run out of funds. That's no different from stone gambling, don't you think? But for getting a real result, our efforts are to buy unimpressive stones. Who will care about them other than the buyers? Of course, we'd still make contributions to science by eliminating the wrong answers. But to us, we'll just become other people's stepping stone. The man says with a self-mocking laugh. Were you sacked by the department, or did your entire team run out of funds and get disbanded? That's a very sharp question. Don't say that to your colleagues. The researcher gives a resigned look after hearing the man's straightforward comment. But I'm not a researcher here. Strictly speaking, I'm just a businessman who came here to hand over something. Ah, it's one of those types of guys. I've heard of your name, Mr. Godwin. It's a great shame that those boring fools can't appreciate your bold experiments. Rest assured that you will get all the support you want. Hope we will meet again. The man quickly walks into the helicopter that Godwin just left. Its blade sends snow flying and hitting Godwin's face. Feeling the chill, he wraps himself closer with the coat. So cold. After billions of years of evolution, humans have finally climbed to the top of the food chain. Theirs is like a comfortable cradle, protecting humans with its atmosphere. However, the shelter is also an umbilical cord that humans cannot lose. It firmly chains their civilization to the earth. Extreme environments, mutated germs, even the slightest deviation from comfortable temperature will make the fragile human body rapidly deteriorate. Not to mention the deadly radiation, low temperature, and lack of oxygen in space. Mankind's longing for the universe cannot make it less harsh to themselves. That is why they have spent a great amount of resources to improve the life support systems in space. Humans are not sending themselves to outer space, they are bringing the Earth's ecosystem there. That is nothing but an extended version of an umbilical cord. Huh. It's actually kind of an interesting way to think about it. I won't lie. That relationship, I won't lie. Without a vessel vast like Earth, without infinite energy, where could this cord reach? Perhaps humans will never find the comfort zone before exhausting all their resources. To humans, this is like a deadly winter they will never be able to survive through. But this time, they will attempt to change themselves and cut off the cord, so they can get through the deadly winter in the universe. This is also why he signed this suspiciously long contract and came here. Because in this place, humans will have a chance to step onto another ladder of evolution again after tens of thousands of years. Only that this time they will get to decide where it leads. Clang. So the black steel doors open. The sound of a rotating shaft brings Godwin back to reality. Of course, before those great visions come true, both Godwin and the covert investors have a more obvious purpose. Project Winter is like a well-nurtured great giant tree. The higher it reaches toward the sky, the deeper its roots have to extend into the darkness underground. No matter what it takes, they want to take control of time, the ultimate resource of the universe. Godwin casts one last glance at the snowy mountains, then turns back and steps onto the dark passage. Into the dark passage. Two uninvited guests have come to the silent fortress. Here we are. Tortuous mountain paths did not slow them down at all. Soon, the entire Fort Winter has appeared before the two of them. Lucia and Alpha approached the building. To their surprise, no alarm was sounded. It's too quiet here. What happened? We'll find out after we get in. The surveillance cameras are still following them as they move, suggesting that this place is not deserted. Instead, it is just silently observing the actors on the stage. Alpha looks up at the massive gate in front. While the fort is not actively shutting them out, it does not seem to welcome their arrival either. It seems this gate can only be opened from inside. Lucia came to a conclusion after investigating briefly. For a larger research facility like this, there should be other emergency exits. Let's search elsewhere. There's no need. The gate is thicker than the length of your blade. It's impossible to cut it open. That's not what I meant. Alpha touches the security device with her fingertip. Red electric current flows through the device. Soon the gate opens, revealing a dark, deep passage. Yo. I won't lie. The environmental design is actually really cool in this place. Leading the way, she walks across the storm and enters the building. Hey, yo, let's go. Ding! According to the elevator's floor plan, this floor seems to be their lab. Might find some useful info here. The first door leads to the decontamination path, and is still functional. The identity verification lock has been disengaged. Okay. Alright. I won't lie, Kuro's environmental design is actually really good. I love it. Yo, loving the angles for this, man.
Give me all you got.
Didn't mean to do that. My bad. My bad. Did I do that? Oh. Yo, are these what? Yo. A lot of data here is corrupted. Only a few logs remain. Project Cathelia? I remember this project started before the punishing virus. The first time I heard of it, when was Dad watching the news? Was when Dad was watching the news. Right back then, it was touted as a project that could grant humans immortality, intended to be used first on scientists and great minds. Find the project's name here means it's not entirely unrelated to Project Winter. Look, there's an experimental log here. From cloning embryos to dissecting human bodies to interfacing mind with mechanical frames. Aside from cloning, most of this is standard procedure for early constructs. Nothing out of the ordinary. These frames, left in their culture vessels, they're part of the experiment. Waking them up should give us the answers we need. Okay. Awakening specimen. Specimen vitality insufficient. Please proceed to the laboratory and inspect the procedure and place the specimen. The entrance ahead is unlocked. Let's go. What are you looking at? Rest in peace. No need to say that out loud. They can't hear you anymore. The dead may not hear, but those words are for the living's comfort. Aw. At least that's what Liv would have said. Aw, that's wholesome. Lucia's wholesome, man. Alert, intruders detected. Alright, time to bust them out. Alright, time to bust some bodies. Let's go.
Life and death are but a... Now you're on the other side.
Bam! Boom! Let's go. Oh boy.
I will sever this prison of fate.
Did not expect that. Did I do that? Oh.
Life and death are but a moment. The sun shatters. She'll be my blade. I'll be your wings, Commandant. Out of the way.
Oh, whatever. My bad. Whatever.
Raven's flash.
It's not the end of the world.
Be my blade.
Yo. There's another construct here. Was he part of the experiments too? Could be another intruder. Check for him anything. Check him for anything useful. Okay. Undamaged. No signs of being attacked. Okay. What's in your pocket, eh, buddy? Oh, an admin ID key. Okay. And in we go. This terminal still works. Let's see if there's any data left. Let me try. Okay, let's go. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's cool. Yo, I love these little interactions like this, man. Let's go. Although I do wonder what's in here. Oh, never mind. It's the place that we already went, I think. Oh, whatever. After the last security robot fell to their blades, a brief moment of silence has returned to the empty lab. Two of them start to check on damaged documents on their decks and terminals while maintaining a certain distance in between. What's this? A report has caught Alpha's attention. How ironic. What's the matter? Read it for yourself. Alpha hands over the report. City 023, Conservation Area 112. Depot D56. These are all small-scale bases destroyed by Hero creatures. Hero creatures weren't the only things behind those deaths. The attacks, they had planned everything. As Lucia reads through the detailed attack plans, her hands start to shake uncontrollably. Only in a chaotic environment can they accomplish their shady business. You also need more missing persons for their experiment. Alpha activated the self-destruction program of the cultivation tanks. Without a sound, the test subjects have been dissolved in the transparent liquid. What are you doing? Alpha looks at her other selves on the other side of the cultivation tank. Through the rippling liquid, Lucia's reflection gradually merges with her own. Yo? Ayo, okay. Looks dope. I was giving them a peaceful ending. Do you want them to continue serving Project Winter in these forms? Without a word, Lucia puts away the report. Rest in peace. Submitting this report won't do anything to the people behind the curtain. It will only bring trouble to yourself instead. But that doesn't mean I should let this darkness continue to spread. It will continue to feed on mankind's greed. As long as humans still long for their sentient network, your efforts will only be futile. Alpha lets out a self-mocking laugh. Even the specialized frames that helped you through the crisis were the product of these plans, weren't they? I still don't think that's right. The past mistakes can't be corrected, but it doesn't mean we should continue doing the wrong things. I don't think this situation is bad enough for us to give up all the good things. Hey, that's Lucia that we know. Wholesome Lucia, I love her. I very much like that we're getting some more lore behind the whole construct project and all that stuff. Imprisonment. Let's go. Self-modification is destined to be a painful path. To change humanity itself means that all social structures, ethics, and morals built upon the biological foundations of humans will be reshuffled. It will take a long time for humanity to ease the pains that emerge from the transition between old and new orders. I'm so disappointed in you. Godwin stares at a newly joined research assistant in a temporary prison modified from an underground warehouse. He sounds incredibly calm. Oh, damn. Why did you attempt to leak the information? Did the Science Council send you here, or was it Kowloon? Actilek? How much did they offer you? Nobody sent us here or made any offer. It's just that we couldn't take it any longer. Professor, let's stop. These experiments should not continue. I told you on the first day you arrived. Unlike other projects, we were trying to embrace a new evolution. Don't let the shackles of the old time hold you back. You threw those people directly into those experiments. Biologically, they were no different from the clone test subjects obtained through Project Synthelia. They were unable to get more variety in the clone samples. A technology that can only be applied to selected individuals is useless. Man, screw this researcher, bro. The assistant remains silent. Godwin lets out a sigh. The curiosity of humans has already begun to compromise with their physical conditions. Back in Newton's time, a human can master all the available scientific knowledge with sufficient perseverance and talent. These days, it's just learning the basics of a minor field of science would consume a person's entire life. How much innovation can they make after wasting away their mind's golden time? It's highly likely in the future that a person can't even finish learning a subfield throughout their life. By that time, it will be too late for mankind to change. No need to lament for these people of the old days. The greatest contribution to the new era will be to become its foundation. But sir, aren't we also from the old days? No, we are the trailblazers. Pioneering a new era always comes with blood and sacrifice. You either become a trailblazer or end up a stepping stone. That's a duty that nobody can escape. I hope you can understand. You are my best student. If that's the case, you will be able to tell us what we're doing is right. Only those who have reached the end deserve a second chance to talk about right or wrong. But they will never have that second chance. Professor, there's no feature in your eyes. I only see a devil. Damn, dude. If it's that bad, you know you messed up. As Lucia and Alpha go deeper into the Institute, they see bullet marks, dented and shattered screens, as well as overturned desks and chairs everywhere. All of them are revealing the intensity of the conflict that took place earlier, however. Why are there no bodies? If there's any bloodstain left, they could have at least traced it, but all the evidence seems to have been cleaned away by the diligent cleaning robots. The cleaning robots won't be able to carry the bodies. Someone else might have been here. Alpha recalls the voice that told her about the shuttle. Could it be her? Alpha never ruled out the possibility that this is a trap. She suddenly sees someone out of the corner of her eye. Her dagger cuts through the air, creating a small whirlwind that sends all the paper flying. Oh, crap. Oh. Oh. The brain. Oh, it's on its chest. Oh. A black humanoid was impaled on the wall. The paper slowly falls to the ground, revealing its real look. It's a test subject from the cultivation tank. Well, this must be their assembled product. What a horrible taste. You'll probably see a lot of enemies like this in the next area. Even if they could still move, they are but mindless counterfeits that are neither constructs nor humans. Spare no mercy. Don't be fooled by that brain on them. You don't need to remind me. Let's go. That design is a bit creepy, I won't lie. No detailed information at all. Let's keep moving. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, okay. A bridge. Cool. What? Oh crap. Enemy! Oh crap, okay.
Give me all you got.
Okay.
I won't hold back. Life and death are but a moment apart. I will sever.
Nice.
Prison of fate.
But man, I took a lot of damage there. Seems we also need to use another control panel. Leave it to me. Hey, let's go. Operate lift bridge. IC card required. Okay. Open storage room gate. Okay. I'm gaming right now. Sorry. If not really saying much. I'm gaming. Enemy. I know.
Out of the way! Blue, be my blade!
Let's go. Get wrecked,
all I
boy.
Take this!
This is a sensory gate. Okay. Alright, let's see.
Oh
crap.
Opponent.
God damn it.
Life and death are but a moment apart. The sun is Shackles. So be my blade! Life and death. Now you're on the
Let's
other side.
boom. Let's go.
Life and death are but a moment apart.
Go to the elevator of the next floor. Okay. It went well this time. This should be. Hold on, I think we got company. More of you sons of guns, huh? Okay. Endless infected test subjects swarm out from all directions. 2 of them, surrounding the center, looked like waves in a black ocean. Hey! This song? Okay. Alpha cuts the test subject in half with her dagger. Then spins her hilt in a crescent to knock away another enemy approaching for her back. Hey, yo, let's go. The song, man, let's go. The test subject is thrown into the air and frozen by a chilling tornado. Falls to the ground and shatters. As Lucia pulls back her thruster to block a frontal attack, one test subject crawls to the ceiling and descends upon her. Lucia senses the danger and wants to move to the side, but another test subject grabs her blade. She's halted for a split second, but the following attack is imminent. A thunderous clap strikes over her head, leaving behind the pungent odor of ozone. As the threat above her disappears, Lucia slashes apart the test subject, grabbing her weapon, and falls back. She leans on Alpha's back. Hey, yo! Yo, this art is amazing, dude. Yo, this art go hard. Seeing their retreat, the test subjects halt their attack, as if they were thinking of a solution. How are you? So far, so good. Although their actions are still swift, both of them have an imperceptible fatigue in their tone. While facing the enemies from all directions, they still have to focus more on suppressing the noises in their mind. The test subjects have noticed their exhaustion. They begin to swarm over again, after staring at them for only a brief moment. One side each. Alright. Lucia's thruster deflects the attack of several corrupted like a shield. A crimson katana then cuts them in half. Lightning dances on the test subject's dark body, stunning them briefly. Within the next instant, the blade sweeps over and destroys their central system with precision. The light of the 2 blades mirrors each other, forming a perfect circle. Wave after wave, dark tides charge at them, only to be reduced into foam, unable to shake the rock at the center. Still, the rock is gradually collapsing inside. way! They do not need to ask to sense each other's condition. The seemingly endless battle is wearing them down. The screeching noise deep in their mind is getting increasingly clear, to the point that their actions are being hampered. After defeating another wave of attack, Alpha! Ready. One short sentence is enough for them to understand each other's intentions. Their tactics were already incredibly similar to begin with. The brief cooperation has created an impressive level of synergy. That they will give up the passive defense and eliminate all the enemies with one charged up strike. Lightning strikes a large area near them, creating a short window for Lucia. The airflow from the thruster's tail is sending the hem of the duo's outfit flying. Holding tight onto the thruster, Lucia rises to midair. Meanwhile, Alpha puts her blade back into the sheath and steps onto the katana that Lucia is stuck into the ground. With a strong push, she has reached the same height. Charged to the limit, Lucia hurls a frost attack toward the ground, freezing all the test subjects below. Hey, let's go! Man, this team up to go crazy, man! They're cleaning house. They're cleaning house, man. The indicators on Alpha's blade sheath flat up one after another. As she draws the blade at an imperceptible speed, everyone is blinded by the dazzling lightning. When the two of them fall to the ground, their vision has been restored. The ground around them is full of scorched black marks from the lightning strikes. All the test subjects lie on the ground lifelessly, becoming part of the scorched earth. Lucia pulls her katana out from the ground, trying to calm her simulated breathing. Alpha also ceased her blade after confirming there are no enemies in sight. Let's get at it first. Before Alpha could finish, they heard a horrifying noise underneath the trembling ground. Oh, damn. Did they fall through? The feeling of weightlessness soon arrives. The ground was already on the brink of collapse. Their charged-up attack became the final straw. This depth is abnormal. The depth below is a lot greater than the room's height. Even constructs have a high chance of injury if they fall directly to the bottom. Even if they are lucky to land unscathed, they still need to watch for falling rocks. As Alpha searches for stepping places, she suddenly feels a drop in nearby temperature. Her hand reaches out to her. Over here! The thruster can hardly carry two constructs. Lucia freezes the falling rocks and barely connects them into a track. Following Lucia, Alpha also steps onto the icy track. She deflects the incoming rocks with her hilt as Lucia continues to make a track. Soon they can feel solid ground underneath their feet. Lucia's thruster is already covered in frost. She puts it away and inspects the unfamiliar environment. I can't find this basement in the previous records. There's only one possibility then. This place is a secret even to Chrono's own staff. Luna was here before she was transferred. Ayo, okay. Whoa. What a reveal, bro. Holy crap. Man, this chapter is really revealing a lot of dirt on the construct project, man. And I love it. I love to see the lore. Abyss. Let's go. Let us go. The torch that was supposed to help civilization survive the winter has turned into deadly flames. Are you asking us to change the direction of our research and design the constructs for military use? Godwin frowns at the request. My research isn't for such a boring purpose. Go find Daedalus or the Polar Institute. Humans are losing the war against the punishing virus. We urgently need a new weapon to bring the situation under control. Mr. Godwin, we hope you can understand. The man uses a pleading tone, but he left no room for Godwin to negotiate. Even if I am to alter my field of research, the available materials aren't made for such experiments. Now that Project Cathelia is compromised, I have no spare. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godwin. The other departments will provide full support. In a war that puts the survival of mankind at stake, there will be no shortage of volunteers who are willing to give their lives. If only they actually volunteered. Mr. Godwin, if you really can't handle the stress, we can send someone else to replace you. Don't forget to test the adaptability of tantalum copopolymers in advance. There's no point in running an experiment that is guaranteed to fail. No, we need those failures. How about taking this opportunity to find out how to improve the test subject's adaptability of copopolymers? Failed surgeries are just a common misfortune at this time anyway. Yo, damn. That's cold. After leaving the collapsed area, Lucia and Alpha are walking in a dark corridor. Unlike upper levels, there's only one straight passage in this one. All the complex routes have merged together there. These marks are quite new. They were left by construct weapons. Alpha looks at the marks on the corridor walls and quickly comes to a conclusion. This is Corona's important asset. They won't give up that easily. Alpha has suddenly found an answer to the question that has been haunting her. Unlike us who came in by coincidence, they should have their own access to the facility. Their priority must be to recycle the most important asset. That's why there's no trace of them in the upper levels. You've been distracted since just now. What is it that you want to ask? Did you say this is where Luna was before she was transferred? So they only told you part of the truth. Why am I not surprised? How is she now? You don't need to know. Unless you need to eliminate a greater threat like polyphage, what other reason do you have to be on the same side as her? You came alone without your squad because you didn't want to get them involved, am I right? You've made your choice, now live with it. Stop having dreams that will never come true. Leave Luna alone. Alpha suddenly stops talking. She frowns a little, trying to cast away the noises in her mind. They really are everywhere. Alpha thinks of the unexplained irritation earlier and frowns again. It won't change for no reason. Something must be triggering it. The gate ahead suddenly opens. A shambling figure appears in front, as if to confirm her thoughts. Another test subject? No, he's completely infected. Can you control him directly? If you want to become an ascendant faster. Alpha pulls out her blade and looks at the enemy in front. Don't let him touch you. It'll worsen the Ascension Network's corruption. It looks like a battle horn. The lurking construct corrupted begin charging at them. Let's go. Genetic Engineering Lab. Lost attack? Okay. Switch cooldown is 20%. Oh, damn. Okay.
Is that the best you can? Life and death are but the Don't be my slave.
Hey, sword waves are back. Let's go.
Now you're on the other side of the line. Life and death are but a moment apart. I shall pave a path.
Let's go.
I will sever this prison of fate.
Dodged it. Nice.
But a moment apart. I shall pave a path. The sun shall be my blade. Life and death are but a moment apart. I shall pave a path.
Alright. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite.
Life and death are but a moment apart.
Nice.
Keep moving. This victory is not the end yet.
Alright. In a lab located at the bottom level of Fort Wintry. Seeing the data on the glaring screen, Godwin is finally unable to control his rage. He punches his desk. Professor's mood seems to be getting worse recently. Seeing Godwin's outburst, the frightened researchers cannot help but waver. You need to rest, Professor. Rest? How can I rest at this point in time? Godwin gets emotional again. He waves his hands as if he wants to grab something vague and distant. The data obtained from Imperial and Stigmata is a precious key. The opportunity to take control of the Ascension Network is right in front of me. How can I pause it now? But the mine stability of the vessel is near its limit. On top of that, we just received an earthquake warning from the logistics department. We need to halt the experiment until the earthquake is over. An earthquake? When did that happen? Professor, you really need a break. Use the next set of model parameters. Continue the experiment. The assistant still wanted to say something, but he only let out a sigh. Understood. As the participants receive their orders, Godwin continues to stare at the screen in front. He's fully concentrated. Over time, he has ignored the trembling ground beneath his feet. Another earthquake? Protect the experiment terminal. Completely ignorant of the noises nearby. Are you out of your mind? Guards! Guards! He ignored the splash of blood on his face. He forgot the sense of pain, smell, or touch. He only sees a slow flowing green data stream. The data that could not be understood without in-depth analysis is now simple and clear like a children's picture book. The access terminal is already powered off. Godwin suddenly grabs it and lets out a frenzied laugh. Haha, I did it! I finally did it! Blood comes out of his eyes and nose. It flows into his mouth along the wrinkles, causing a violent cough. Cough. Hurry, record the data now! Godwin finally stops coughing and shouts out loud, but the dead bodies in the lab apparently cannot respond to his request. However, he does not seem to be bothered. Instead, he just points out a black figure that broke into the lab before he could notice, fiercely reprimanding it. What are you doing? Stop wasting time! Yo? Okay. I think pungent smell comes out when the last gate is opened. Dry blood, toppled desks and chairs, smashed terminals. The devastating scene is well preserved as cleaning robots are not allowed into such a top-secret lab. Ugh. Lucian made every effort to avoid direct contact during the earlier battle, but she was inevitably exposed to the virus from a vast number of corrupted. Under normal circumstances, such a level of exposure would not even require a connection from the commandant's mind beacon. But right now, the slightest amount of punching virus has become a spark that detonates the bomb, raising her infection to an incredible level. The once insignificant ripples have turned into an overwhelming tsunami, threatening to devour Lucia's consciousness. I must not. Alpha is still able to move freely, but the burning pain in her left hand and the ear-splitting screech she keeps hearing are reminding her that time is running out. You turn on the device. Alpha takes Lucia to the switch, and then quickly walks to the room behind the observation window. What's this? Inside of the room leaves Alpha in a daze. Connected to the device is not a construct, but a skeleton highly corrupted by the punishing virus. The skeleton is chained to a chair, with multiple visible fractures on the wrist and chest. They must have gone through a lot of struggle before death. Yo, this must have been the connection device Luna mentioned. Will it take me to the Ascension Network? A human skeleton. They have lost all patience. Alpha tries to move the skeleton aside, but the moment she touches it, the bones disintegrate and collapse to the ground. Oh. With no time to hesitate, Alpha puts the device on herself and nods at Lucia. When the button is pressed, Alpha's consciousness is pulled into a vortex. Yo. Ayo? Yo, this chapter's been real good. Real cooking. Man, this chapter's been cooking hard so far. I won't lie. Honestly, so far, what we did so far in this chapter, great stuff, man. I love it. Just like, I really love how they're expanding the lore of the whole construct on how constructs were created, as well as the dynamic between Lucia and Alpha as well, when they're working on the same side. For an extended period of time, at least. Honestly, just great stuff, man. Music was also great, too. I love it. They chose the right music for the right situations. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like on the video/stream. And also, if you want to see more, please drop a follow or subscribe. Please comment what you thought of the video down in the comments below. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Remember to stay humble and be kind to people. And see you guys later.